Good day, everyone. Welcome to our new discussion about problem solving involving integers. Before we proceed to the problem solving, let us have this activity that will help us analyze the problems more than you think. Represent the following with the use of integers. We have Noah took 3 steps downward. So how are you going to represent this in symbols? So Noah took 3 steps downward. So meaning we have -3 because the word downward. Next, Mike's age 10 years from now. So how are we going to represent this? So that would be +10. Letter C, withdrawal of 500 in the account. So what will be the representation? The word there is withdrawal. So meaning that would be -500 pesos. How about this one? Decrease of 2 points in the score. The word there is decrease. So meaning that would become -2. Next, 5 demerits recorded. So the term there is demerits, meaning we're going to have less 5. So meaning that would be -5. For letter F, debt of 18,000 in the bank. So the word there is debt. Therefore, that would be -18,000. The next one is the troposphere is 20 kilometers above Earth's surface. So what would be the representation of this? So the term there is above. Therefore, that would be +20. The next one would be the highest recorded wave was 34 meters high. So the term there is high. Therefore, that is +34. The cirrus clouds, which is made of ice crystals, is about 12,000 meters high. Again, the word there is high. Therefore, the answer is +12,000. And the next one is, during hibernation, animals' blood temperature drops to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So, how are we going to represent that? Drops. That would be -32 degree Fahrenheit. Is that clear? Okay. So, more than you think, integers are used every day. When watching sports event, checking the temperature outside, and playing games, the use of integers are always there. So if you are going to look around, if you're going to think things, always remember there are integers there. Clear? Okay. So for us to really appreciate the use of integers, so here are some of the problem to be solved. Okay, so let's have the first one. So because this is a time of pandemic, so our first problem is related to COVID. Philippine General Hospital, or the PGH in Manila, is one of the hospitals accepting COVID patients. Last July, they already have 145 confirmed cases admitted. 27 new cases were added and claimed that they've already met their room capacity. How many COVID patients can PG8 accommodate? So, we're going to have what is asked. The number of COVID patients can PG8H accommodate. Next representation, we have 145 and 27 new cases, right? So, the operation will be addition because of the word added. Next, what will be the number sentence? That would be n is equal to 145 plus 27, the answer is 172. Therefore, our conclusion will be there are 172 COVID patients accommodated in PGH. Is that clear? Okay, next. The world's highest elevation is 8,848 meters, found in Mount Everest. The deepest point in the Dead Sea is 399 meters. Find the vertical distance from the peak of Mount Everest to the deepest point in the Dead Sea. Let's have what is asked. So the vertical distance from the peak of Mount Everest to the deepest point in the Dead Sea. What will be the representation? The highest elevation is 8,848 meters. So that would be positive 8,848. Deepest point is 399 meters. Therefore, that would become negative 399 because of the word deepest. Next, the operation to be used will be subtraction. Keyword distance. Next, number sentence. So that would be, because we are talking about distance, we're going to have the absolute value. So n is equal to the difference of 8,848 and negative 399. Then we are going to get its absolute value. So that would be 8,848 plus, following the rule, in multiplying or rather in subtracting integers. So we're going to have plus 399. Therefore, the answer will be 9,247, or the absolute value of 9,247, which is 9,247. Therefore, the vertical distance from the peak of Mount Everest to the deepest point in the Dead Sea is 9,247 meters. Clear? Okay, so let's have the next one more. Patient number 23 is being monitored for his temperature. Yesterday, his temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. Today, it dropped by 5 degrees. What is his temperature today? Let's have patient number 23's temperature. Next, our representation will be 40 degrees Celsius and dropped by 5 degrees Celsius. The word there is dropped. Therefore, that is 5. So, the operation to be used will be subtraction. Keyword there is dropped. So, number sentence will be 40 minus 5. So, that would be 35. The conclusion will be patient number 23's temperature is 35 degrees Celsius today. Is that clear? Let's have number 4. For each late arrival in class, a student gets 2 demerits. Romy arrives late in class for the 5th time since the school year started. How many demerits has he received? Let's have the what is asked. The number of demerits Romy received on the 5th time of being late. Next, for the representation, we have 2 demerits. So that's negative 2. 5th time, that is 5. So operation to be used will be multiplication. So the number sentence is n equals negative 2 times 5. So therefore, that is negative 10. So for the conclusion, Romy received 10 demerits on the 5th time. Clear? Okay, next. For number 5, A submarine descended by 150 meters from 300 meters below sea level, then ascended by 100. What is the location of the submarine now? So, what is asked? The location of the submarine. Representation will be descended 150 meters. So, that is negative 150. 300 meter below sea level. So, that is negative 300. Ascended 100 meters. So, that will become 100. Operation to be used will be addition. Number sentence is n equals negative 150 plus negative 300 plus 100. So, negative 150 plus negative 300. So, adding both side or both sign or similar sign, we have negative 450 plus 100. So, we're going to add different sign. Therefore, we are going to subtract and follow the sign of the bigger number. So, that will be negative 350. Therefore, the location of the submarine is 350 below sea level. Is that clear? Okay. So, the next one is number 6. The recorded temperature for one day in Sahara Desert was 136 degrees Fahrenheit, while in the Gobi Desert, a temperature of negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded. So, what is the temperature or the difference between these two temperatures? The difference between the two temperatures. Next, for the representation, temperature in Sahara Desert, so that's 136. So, temperature in Gobi Desert, we have negative 50. So, for the operation, we have subtraction because of the word difference. Number sentence will be n equals 136 minus negative 50. And that would be 186. Therefore, the difference between the two temperatures is 186. Clear? Okay, next one. Terry is an online seller selling face masks. She has 38 resellers, each having orders of 30 boxes. How many boxes of face masks does she need? First, boxes of face masks does Terry need? Representation, 38 resellers. That's 38. 30 orders each. So that would be 30. So for the operation, that will be multiplication. Then for the number sentence, we have n is equal to 38 times 30. That would be 1,140. Therefore, boxes of face masks needed is 1,140 pieces or boxes. Okay? So, next one. Clear? Okay. So, Mylene needs to withdraw 20,000 from an ATM, which can dispense a maximum amount of 5,000 at a time. How many times will she have to withdraw from the ATM to obtain the needed amount? Let's have the number of times Mylene has to withdraw from the ATM to obtain the needed amount. Representation will be withdraw 20,000, so that's negative 20,000. So dispense a maximum amount of 5,000 pesos, so that is negative 5,000. And for the operation to be used, we have division. Number sentence will be negative 20,000 divided by, that is 5,000. So the answer will be 4. Therefore, Mylene has to withdraw 4 times from the ATM to obtain the needed amount. Is that clear? Okay, so if that is clear to you, what you are going to do now is to answer page 29 of your book, or World of Math, numbers 1 to 4, letter B. So take a photo of it, then send it to me. Is that clear? Always remember that integers are everywhere. So that's all for today. So God bless and keep safe, everyone.